Um, I will pray for Maleah Davis' family friends. I will remember her forever. Sad that the stepfather killed her and dumped her body like in Arkansas inside of a bag. So sad. I feel sorry for her. So sad.
Well, police in Arkansas have found the remains of a child that they believe is missing 4-year-old Maleah Davis. That little girl disappeared from Houston. The focus of the search moved, though, after the suspect in her disappearance allegedly confessed to dumping her body hundreds of miles away. Listen to this. A shocking discovery along a highway in rural Arkansas that could bring the disappearance of little Maleah Davis to a close. Police say human remains were found inside a bag.
The bag disintegrated.
Maleah was an accident. He says it was an accident. And he confessed to me where he dumped her body.
Vance was caring for Maleah while her mother was out of town. Now, he initially told police 3 men knocked him unconscious and abducted Maleah on May 4th. But surveillance footage shows she never left the apartment, and he was arrested as a suspect.
Was everyone's child. And I underscore that, everyone's child in this city.
For this week's Legal Brief, criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor Yodit Tuwaldi with us now. Yodit, what do you make of this community activist defending Maleah Davis? Because I know that he was speaking, his name's Quanell X, he was speaking with the mother, who I understand he is no longer representing.
Right. This whole word of representing is a little off, because when I was first reading about this story, I was thinking, is he an attorney? So now it seems he's a community activist who was making media rounds with mom, begging the community, to come forward with any information about baby Maleah. And so it's odd that this person now is at odds with Maleah's mother and no longer helping her in the cause. And then Devian Vance, who's a suspect, confesses to him about the whereabouts of baby Maleah. The whole thing is really, really odd. But right now, what's important is getting those remains that are now allegedly a child, to get those tested to make sure that it is in fact baby Maleah. And then the cause of death is very important, considering the fact that Vance told Quanell in his confession that this whole thing was an accident. So we need to know the cause of death.
Right. I do want to play some sound from Quanell, because this is what he said 2 days ago about some concerning comments that involved the mom. Let's listen here.
I said to her, there is no need for you to get a lawyer, a criminal lawyer, if you don't have anything to hide, if you've done them wrong. I said, your daughter's missing. You want to exhaust every avenue to try to find her. Why would you need a criminal lawyer?
And what did she say?
She really didn't respond to that. She just said, well, I think I may need to get a lawyer. And that's pretty much exactly what she went to do.
So he's talking about how the mom in this case said, I think I need to get a criminal lawyer. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about his reaction to that. He claims that she knows what happened. Is she vulnerable in any of this?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when you have a child that's missing, you're going to look at those who are closest to her. Now, I don't agree with him saying that it's suspicious that she's having to get a lawyer. Getting a lawyer does not mean that you're intending to hide things. What it means is that you're being smart about your options. And a lot of the accusations are being thrown her way. A lot of people feel as though she knows more than she's leading on. So, of course, to consult with the lawyer to make sure that you're fine, it is smart on her part. But as this unfolds, we're going to know more about, one, Devian's story. His story doesn't add up at all. Being abducted by a group of men on the side of the road, being unconscious for 24 hours. What were you doing for 24 hours is key, because he might have had time to drive to Arkansas, come back, and dump the body. But at the same time, there's surveillance also that shows Devian going into the apartment that he shared with mom and Maleah, going into the apartment with Maleah, but she never is shown coming back out. But he comes out with a laundry basket that's large enough to keep a child in, and a black bag. It's not a coincidence that we see a black bag in Arkansas as well, right? Yeah. So Then he says that after he was knocked out by a group of men, he walks to a hospital. Well, he's shown on surveillance that someone dropped him off in the car he claimed was stolen in the attack by these men. So none of this adds up. Who was driving the car? Maybe mom knows something, maybe she doesn't. But it's not unusual for now the focus to also be on mom. I mean, these are the two closest people to her, to baby Maleah. So all of this is going to have to unfold. Right now, he's charged with a felony tampering with evidence, specifically a corpse. And that's a second-degree felony because it is a corpse.
But I will continue to.
We're just going to see how this unfolds.
I will keep her in my prayers.
What caused her death?
I'm against this evil world. Yep, me against this evil world. I'm against it. I don't know why people continue to hurt innocent little kids.
Listen up. The soap
But this
you
is
shower
sad.
You probably haven't even questioned what bar soap you lather up with. Let's face it, most guys.
It's just sad. But rest in peace to that little angel. I will keep her name alive. Rest in peace, Maleah Davis.